Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 6th episode of Hot OMS, the show with hot questions and even hotter wings, where Mike has interviewed some of his closest friends as they turn 50. Now it's time to turn the tables and learn more about Mike and maybe include a little bit of his hot Mike era as we go. Mike, how does it feel to have the tables turned, and do you have any hesitation now that you've done this already 5 times?
It feels like I'm on the wrong side of the table, and I'm ready to get this over with and never eat these sauces again.
All right, great. So there's a little twist that has been added to Hot OMS compared to the real show called Hot Ones. We have these little cards, 30th anniversary Uno cards. First, you have 3 lifelines.
Yeah. Why is this here? Okay.
The first lifeline is called the reverse card.
Okay.
You still have to answer the question, but I have to answer it first.
Okay, great. That's a good idea.
The second is a wild card.
Okay.
You get to ask yourself the question.
That's not what happens. I'm not prepared for this either, by the way. I don't have a question ready for you, but I get to ask you a question. That's the rules.
No. I am interviewing you.
I don't think that's the rules.
I think this, you get to ask yourself a question. Skip card. You can only use, once you use your skip card, you lose the rest of your lifeline.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
So the first up is Sweet Baby Ray's Kickin' Barbecue.
Yep.
1,800 Scoville units.
All right, let's have some good stuff.
Let's go. So I have committed. I'm not going to eat the whole
But for the early ones,
wing, but the early
if
ones,
you're hungry,
I
do
can,
it.
right? Mike, you really get the good wings. I really appreciate that. All right, first question. It's a 2-parter. You've worked at Bain for well over 20 years. Can you tell us all, what is it exactly that you do?
That question sounds familiar. Currently, I'm the ServiceNow platform owner, and we use ServiceNow for various automations for our IT, portal. Our IT help desk people use it to resolve incidents and requests. Our HR team is being onboarded onto ServiceNow to handle all the HR requests of employees. There are other teams that provide service that we have onboarded onto the platform. So for the last, I've been working with ServiceNow for the 15 years at Bain, but it's only the last 4 years and change that I've been 100% on ServiceNow, whereas prior to that I was managing support teams. So yeah, everything I do now is related to ServiceNow. So service, automation, efficiency.
Give us an example of what you do, though. Like this week, what did you do?
I do configuration, some development. I have meetings about how to use it properly and make sure people don't use it improperly or try to talk them out of using it improperly. And yeah, guide the strategy of how we can get the most value from our investment in ServiceNow.
Awesome. Second part of that question, what's the worst job you've ever had? And what did you learn from it?
I think my worst job was, I don't know.
Directions for decisions.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't a good one, but...
What was that first job that you had out of school?
Nathan's? Oh. Directions for decisions was the first
Then
out of school.
What was the second?
Interglobal. Yeah. So worst job, I mean, you could say Nathan's. But I guess it would probably be when you and I were doing hard labor for Uncle Benny.
That was a bad job.
Yeah, and then you got fired. But
Sure.
I had to jackhammer an elevator shaft by myself.
Not sure if I got fired or if I quit, but I'll let you tell the story.
So yeah, we'll go with that one.
Awesome. Ready for number 2?
I'm ready.
Cedar smoked garlic by Dawson Creek's hot sauce. Dawson Creek,
It's not Dawson's Creek hot sauce.
7,000 Scoville units. Rest in peace.
All right, good luck.
Rest in peace, James Vanderbeek. Oh, come on. This is the second one. Oh my God.
Sean doesn't usually complain.
I'm going to be complaining. Holy shit. All right. Question number 2. You have 2 boys.
I do.
How do you think you would have done as a girl dad if you had 2 girls?
I have no idea. Not good.
Why?
Because I don't know. I'm not a girly guy. Like you are. You know, Sean typically doesn't hit the milk and the water until the guest does.
But did
And
you
he
know-
also typically will mimic how much of the wing they eat. So if I went and had another bite of this, you would have to as well.
Okay.
Are you mad?
Mike, I follow your rules all the time.
I don't want another bite of it.
That was hotter than.
So this is not my first time going through this lineup, and that was a surprise at number 2. I'll tell you that much. So don't worry, it'll be fine. So yeah, I don't know how. I guess I probably would have adapted, but I don't think that would come as naturally to me. But yeah, I'm sure I would have adapted.
Is there anything you enjoyed about being a boy dad?
I don't know, just being goofy. But I would have been knocked out with girls too. So yeah.
You are goofy with my girls, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. We are moving on. Told you, Dustin. We are moving on to number 4. 3, I said. Which is Smoked Onion by Neil's Real Deal.
That's right.
17,000 Scoville. So we're going from 7,000 to 17,000.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. That's a big one.
It is. They just go down wrong because I don't think this one's too hot.
No, this is not as hot. And yeah, it just went down a little wrong. I got a little spice, but it's actually that one. The last one tasted really good. It just was so freaking
It was
hot.
hot, yeah.
So I don't understand that. How can less Scoville units be hotter? All right, question number 3. 2025 will be. I'm sorry, 2026 will be the 16th edition of OMS All Night Summer, our annual Skies Weekend at Eagle Lake and Tech Island Road in New York. What is your oldest memory of each OMS participant? And it's not at OMS, it's
Right.
just your memory of them.
Oh, I think I understand. Okay. Start with you. So with you was probably when you spray painted our initials and some girls' initials on the school, our grammar school, and it's still stained. It's still covered up, all because of you.
Glad you didn't get arrested for doing that.
Although also you, I also remember the first time I picked you up for football practice, I think, and you were in like a green sweatpants when you came, green like sweatsuit when you came out of your house, and my dad had never seen you before. And before you got to the car, he said, "Who's the jelly bean?"
Ah.
So that's you. Chris would be sixth grade Shamrocks. Him and I rotated in at tackle and ran the plays in and out. And Chris also, unfortunately, weighed like a pound over the limit for our championship game. He wasn't able to play, so I had to play the whole game.
Christopher.
No.
Lay off that pasta.
He was chubby a little bit back then. He was a lot rounder. He grew out of it. Mark. Mark was...
Oh, Donnie.
That's not the oldest memory. So for Mark, it probably would have... I'm pretty sure it was in 4th grade because we talked about this in Mark's episode. I think we were in Miss Greenberg's class together. But I remember from that time period, Mark would have the end of year pool parties, and also Mark and I went to American Teen Tours together, a camp after 5th grade, where we would go on day trips to Great Adventure and Action Park, and there was like an overnight one where this kid pooped his pants because he was doing really good at Centipede, and he didn't want to stop, and so he had to poop at the Centipede game. Jordan. His name was Jordan.
Not Mark.
Mark didn't poop, yeah. And then Shalom would be from high school. I don't know if we really knew him when he was a freshman. I feel like it was sophomore year football that we started to talk to and hang out with Shalom. So yeah, I remember Shalom telling me that he heard I was the hardest hitting white guy. I can't remember if it was in our class or not, but I guess that, would have excluded like, Greg Nelson and people like that, Kendrick. And then Dustin would have been going to Great Adventure when we cut school, when Chris introduced us to Dustin, me to Dustin especially. So that'd be my oldest memory of each person.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to move on?
I am.
Woo! All right, we're on to what? Number 4, huh?
Number 4.
Los Calientes Verde.
Yep.
Hot ones, hot sauce. 36,000. So we're going from 17 to 36,000.
Yep.
Cheers.
Let's do it. It was okay. I don't love the taste, but it's okay.
I liked it. Don't love it, but the chicken is so good that I want another bite, but
Do it.
I'm not going to do it now.
Okay.
But,
You want me to take one so that you have to?
no.
Okay.
You are president of OMS and leader of most of the events. Is there anything you really want to do that we haven't done yet?
Not anymore. I mean, last year there was, but now it's not.
You've done it all.
Well, I've done it all. Yes, I have done it all. Is there anything else? I don't know. I don't know what our next excursion will be. We haven't done a dinner cruise with just the guys yet, right?
No.
Right.
That won't be happening.
So a dinner cruise.
We already did a dinner cruise. That's right. Check them off the box.
No, not everybody did it. Did they?
That's fine. Good enough.
What else?
I'm surprised, Michael, that you don't have this already lined up, or at least some ideas.
Well, we're gonna do Potter Mountain again, but this time we're gonna go earlier, not the last day that we're going home, and we'll be able to have we're gonna bring Subway up to the top, so when we get there, we can hang out a bit and enjoy the scenery. Maybe some beers.
Which one is Potter Mountain?
That's the one overlooking Gooseneck. But Shalom's never been up there yet, so. And we'd have to really convince Dustin to go again, I think. I don't think he's gonna go again. But I wanna go again. But when we have more time, so we can take our time more. So is there anything else? Is there anything else? Not that I can think of.
There was the what was it, like wall climbing type of place that you had suggested
Oh,
at some point?
that was we won't be able to do that with our group. But that's Oswald Chasm.
Yes.
Have you been to Oswald Chasm yet?
I've been.
Oh.
You went with your kids? Or...
Yeah, I've taken my kids multiple times, kids' friends. I can't remember if anybody else has gone. Oswald Chasm, that would be something to do as a group. It wouldn't be like super exciting, but and it wouldn't include the rock climbing and stuff, but it's an option. I don't know, we'll figure it out.
Is there anything you want to repeat doing?
But
Other than Potter Mountain?
Yeah, Potter Mountain. We need to get back up Potter Mountain.
Four-wheeling?
I would do the four-wheeling again. Hopefully it would be less dusty. There hadn't been a lot of rain when we did it, and so that made it a lot worse. I actually talked to Dustin about maybe we should do that for OMW sometime, because I think they do it in the winter, and I feel like it would be a fun thing to do in the winter.
Absolutely.
So we could do that like the morning of the Super Bowl, drive back for the Super Bowl or something like that. Is there anything else I'd want to do again? Oh, the one thing that I feel like we should do, so going back to what you asked already, we still haven't rented a boat on Scroon, so we don't know Scroon Lake really at all. So that would be an option for something to do at some point. And as far as repeating, everything, actually. I think we should repeat all the things. Hiking to Gooseneck, hiking to Potter Mountain, maybe the waterfall. We should do that again. We should do all of the things again.
What was that? I guess it was Gooseneck, where it's got that area, that cove area, where Chris said.
Yeah, that's Gooseneck.
But like, when
you mean when we were trying to find the waterfall and we found that other like small lake?
No, where it's like a lot of flat rock, where you could people probably camp and stuff.
Yeah, that's Gooseneck. So you hike up to the bottom of Gooseneck, bottom of the neck, and then we paddled around the tip to where I had gone camping with my dad when you guys were in Europe.
And Brett Coburn.
No, that wasn't Brett Coburn. It was just me and my dad.
Your nose is sweating. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Ready for number 5?
I am.
All right. Number 5 is
that
the
out, please.
7th Reaper Hot Sauce by Sauce Leopard. 59,000 Scoville units.
Another big one.
Holy moly! Like a cauliflower. Oh my god.
Too hot?
Well, I got the whole skin wrapped around, came off. But this one tastes good. What does it have in it? Roasted red peppers, tomato, and garlicky goodness. All right. We're halfway through, Michael. How you feeling?
Whoa!
Michael, you have
We're halfway there.
Michael.
Yeah. Whoa!
Living on a prayer.
You did.
I did. I was hurting. I'm doing better this time. I've learned my
It's a
lesson.
different lineup.
You have strong opinions on a lot of subjects.
On what?
You have strong opinions on a lot of subjects.
Okay.
So much so that your friends have dubbed the term "whatum."
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag "whatum." If you had the power, what law would you impose? And is there any time that you realize you might have been completely wrong about it, but you wouldn't admit it? So, 2-part question. If you had the power, what law would you impose? And
Reverse
is there
card. I'm
time-
gonna play my reverse card.
What is reverse? I gotta do it.
Yeah.
I was ready. That's a good question. I like asking the questions. Law. But then you have to answer it after, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What law would you impose and what the time is? You shouldn't have read this second part. I should have stopped there. Law. I would. Make it a law that you're not allowed to complain. No complaining is a law.
Is this like an OMS law or like
No,
U.S. law?
Any law, a law for the world,
Okay.
not just U.S.
Huh?
law. You're like all omnipotent.
Okay.
Is there any time that you realized you might be clear wrong and didn't admit it? No. I always admit it.
Okay, fine. I'll accept that. As far as me and a law, what law? I would say, if we're being like somewhat realistic, as for like, you know, I'll go with the 4-day work week. I feel like that would be a good law. I know there's some country in Europe that's doing it. I could have gone a few places with that, but I'll go with the 4-day work week.
You can get multiple answers if you like them.
Yeah, some of them would probably not go over well with all viewers of this video, so I'm gonna play it safe.
We will have the interview for NSFW.
And then, have I ever admitted I was wrong? Like, have I known that I was wrong and not admitted it? Yeah, all the time. I do that on purpose. Always.
Okay, could you share that time? One of the times where you were wrong.
No, because it doesn't happen much. It's been a long time.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Volcano with a K.
Mm-hmm.
By Pico Peppers.
Yeah.
76,000 Scoville notes. So we've only gone up from 59 to 76,000. Okay, Volcano. Ooh, big one.
Yeah.
Don't love it. You like it? All right, we have another 2-parter question.
Sounds better as queso sin queso.
That's true. Another 2-parter, Michael. You seem to be pretty good at coming up with great ideas, whether it's OMS, OMW, OMF, friend vacations, etc. Can you describe how you go about coming up with these great ideas? And then we'll stop there.
Not really. I'm just an idea man. I'm an idea man. They just come to me.
What is your next big idea that you want to unveil it on this episode here? Or?
I don't know. I don't think I have one.
Like, what's the next hot OMS? What's the next vacation? Quarters part 2?
Nope. So I do have an idea actually that I don't think I've fully circulated. I can't remember if I mentioned it to you yet, but I think we should do an adults only trip to Nashville.
You have mentioned that.
Yeah.
We have discussed that in the past.
So I do, and because it doesn't have to be like a week, because obviously we have some people with various different age children and things like that. So like I think a 3 or 4 day weekend to Nashville, it would be doable for most of us, or hopefully all of us. If we choose the right weekend. So I would just want to make sure we do it like, I would think either spring or fall would be the best time, like when it's not hot, but also not cold. I wouldn't want to go do it in the winter, but I do think a Nashville trip for the adults of the group would be a good idea. So that's my idea. Was there a second one? How I come up with them and what's my idea? No, so I answered both.
No, that was question 1. The second question is, if you had to sum up your philosophy on friendship in one sentence, what would it be? If you had to sum up your philosophy on friendship, can you feel my lips in friendship in one sentence, what would it be?
My philosophy on friendship. Would be
See, it would have been nice to have the questions ahead of time.
no, I didn't need the questions ahead of time. I would say
But it would have been nice.
tough love is still love. How's that?
That was a good one, actually.
Okay.
See, you don't need prep. You're good on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! All right, we're on to number 7, dude. Final stretch. Hot house sauce by Butterfly Bakery of Vermont. 131,000 Scoville units.
Let's do it. You know, this is the last one where we'll have any sort of comfort.
Okay, let's get some comfort. Comfort food. But it says comfort. Okay.
All right.
I made it through it. I like that. Like when it was touching my lips and my sides of my mouth.
Sean doesn't complain.
Whew. All right. Yeah, but I got bigger personality as well as. A surprising moment at an early OMS for me was how upset you got about not wanting to go to a restaurant that didn't have the right ambiance. You remember this? Or was it? Do you?
I know what you're talking about.
Okay. When did that kind of stuff start mattering to Michael Adams, and why do you value it?
So, well, when you're at the lake, you want to be like on the lake. But also, I was just being intentionally difficult because you guys were intentionally late for the dinner cruise. Yes, that was the year.
I don't remember this part. I believe you though.
No, we were supposed to go. You said we were going to go on the dinner cruise, but then you guys were like intentionally late.
Okay, can you answer the question though? Because I asked you a pretty good question.
About like when I cared about ambiance?
When did that kind of stuff start mattering to you?
It always
and
matters.
why do you value it? Because it wasn't just about being late. You always want the right ambiance.
Yeah. I don't know. Always. I don't know. Just, yeah, I mean, you can go into a restaurant where you can just see the 4 walls of the restaurant anywhere. So when we're at a scenic location, you want to take in the sights.
Do you recall what restaurant we ended up going to instead of the Italian one that was on the main street of Lake George?
It was still on the main street of Lake George, wasn't it? I think we still ended up going to one on the main street of Lake George.
We went to one of the ones that was like a rooftop that you can see the lake. Like the one.
Oh,
it was like
when the girl was playing the guitar with
No,
her dad.
that wasn't that. No, that was a separate year.
But the same place.
Same type of place. I don't know if
think
it's
it might
that
have been the
place.
same place.
It may have been the same place actually.
I think it was. Was that? Because then I think we might have played pool downstairs. That might have been the year with that girl playing the guitar
Yes.
with her dad, though. I just remember I farted really bad by the pool table. Like it smelled bad.
Do you still remember that?
Yeah.
Are you proud of that, or do you think that people like that were there trying to have a nice drink? And
They didn't know it was me.
that wasn't my question. My question was, do you think they appreciated it?
I don't care. I don't care. So wait,
Why don't?
that was only 6, wasn't it? For some reason, I was thinking it was 7.
That was 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, we ate 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh,
7.
I'm sorry. The bite that I took
Was
was a
that-
good bite, but it was facing away from me, so I thought that I hadn't.
All right, so
Isn't it?
I had collaborated with some of our friends on these questions, and one of the questions that I asked earlier bombed, and I predicted that. And so,
Are we gonna eat the 8th wing first?
No, we are not.
You're asking another. Like you have a lot of multi-part questions.
And I'm the interviewer, and
Some of these might have to wait until the 60th.
And I don't know, and I'm kind of buying myself a little time before we start headed down this kind of road here. So, you're an early adopter of technology. I've learned a lot, and I've learned to be a good fast follower, leveraging your expertise in technology. What do you envision to be the most useful part of tech in the next 5 to 10 years?
I mean, obviously it's AI. Everybody knows it's AI.
What part of AI, or what do you think is going to be
Depends
more?
what you want to do. But instead of Googling things and figuring them out, you just get the answer by asking your AI service of choice. But it's obviously going to change a lot of stuff. It's going to, in fact, it's going to wipe out a lot of jobs, make a lot of jobs really easy. It's going to be harder to get entry-level jobs.
Like Dustin's job. It's going to wipe out his job.
Maybe. I mean, his job was already kind of like on the way out, right? He's been kind of just waiting for the axe for a long time, I think. So, yeah, I mean, it might. So they've already reduced the number of people who do that, what Dustin's doing, and they could probably reduce it further, theoretically, to zero. But that'll be true of a lot of people's jobs. Yeah, you'll need fewer people to get the same amount of work done. So it'll be harder to get jobs.
Isn't it your job in part implementing technologies and automation and AI?
Yeah.
And that's the best answer you have relative to what's going to change the next 5 or 10 years to in response to the technology?
Everything is going to change. Everything is going to change. It's going to be easier to get access to information. Like long term, I feel like even like I've read articles where like even like doctors and lawyers, you know, we're not going to need as many of them. And they probably wouldn't have to go to school for as long because unless you're a surgeon, right? Which even that, there's robots and things that can help you with that stuff. But like, unless you're a surgeon, if you have access to the information and you know enough about it to know like what's right and things like that, you'll just be able to diagnose things quicker and move from room to room quicker. And so we'll need fewer, I would think, things like doctors and lawyers even, and they won't have to go to school for as long. So theoretically, you know, already fewer people are going to college. So I would imagine that trend will probably continue for a while. So yeah, it's gonna impact everything. Luckily, people like us are old enough to be hopefully close enough to retirement that it'll impact us less. But very difficult situation for younger people that have to still worry about all that stuff.
Got to be more creative. You got computers and AI to do a lot.
Even that's in danger. You know, the AI can make very realistic looking movies. There was just a trailer that came out for like imagining Game of Thrones like 25 years into the future, and it's very realistic and it looks like it was produced by HBO, and it was just some guy and this new AI tool from China like just came out within the last few days. So Hollywood is very worried about it. They already have AI actors, and honestly, like criminals are going to use it as well. Like they can already call you and make it sound like your kid.
Yep.
They can FaceTime and make it look like your kid and things like that. So yeah, it's going to be interesting times.
I get very annoyed right now because I've been duped a couple times on like a video that I was like, oh, that's new news, whatever. And I'm like, so now I'm like skeptical of a lot.
Yeah,
of,
you can't trust
I go to ESPN. I'm like, all right, is this really like? I forgot what it was recently, but I was like, no, I gotta go, and it wasn't true. Oh, there was something even about Josh Allen getting like, you know, traded, and I'm like, but for a second I'm like, oh, you know, to Pittsburgh or something. I'm like, oh, it's just AI, but it looked real.
Yeah, everything's gonna look real.
All right, I think I stalled long enough. See that, Dustin? That's how it's done. All right, Michael, we are arrived at the Evolution hot sauce, Da Bomb, 35,600 Scoville units. And look how dark that looks.
Yeah.
You ready?
No. Oh God. I will not miss that.
Why do you say that? You still got like one more to do with these, don't you?
Yeah.
You're 50 years old. If you can go back in time and live 1 week in any year of your life again, what year would you choose? What week would you choose? Sounds like this is where this.
Oh, that's gross.
It's really disgusting, actually.
Oh, fuck, that's gross. My mouth. It's like both sides of my tongue.
The water is actually good. Like, remember,
I know they say it doesn't really help much, but
ChatGPT said, like, don't. Maybe it's just that immediate little relief, and then it goes back stronger after. I'm starting to sweat now. Up until this, I know I sweated earlier in the process last time.
1 week.
Are you still thinking, or are you recovering?
Both.
That was annoying. All the rest were fine. What did Jennifer Laura say?
I didn't have anything until this wing. Now I've had like half a milk and half a water. I would go back to I think I would go back to when I went to Disney World with the kids for the first time. That was fun. We all had a great time. Jeff was a little too young. Like, he loved it, but he doesn't remember it. But that was a good week. I planned it really well. Because you had like book your rides ahead of time. They've changed how you do it now.
There was no fast pass back then.
It was just for certain rides. You could do 3 at a time. I mean, you could book 3 in advance. And then after you've been on the 3rd, you could start doing 1 at a time after that. But it was the rides that I booked, the restaurants and everything, because we have the meal plan. It just, everything worked out perfect as far as the agenda goes. So that was a good week. So I'll go with that one.
Yeah, it's definitely where the sparks are going to be coming.
Woo!
How Sean does it time and time again.
Okay, next one.
All right. Well, next one is number 9. Meta Sanos hot sauce chili monoloco 680,000 units.
Hopefully it'll...
Another 2-parter. This one is
There's like 20 questions.
if Hollywood made a movie about your life, who would play you? Lady Gaga.
It's been a long time since I heard this, but I feel like the only person who's ever said I look like a certain celebrity, I don't remember who said it to me. I'm saying the only celebrity somebody told me that I look like was Dean Cain. And maybe more when he was younger.
What actor was he?
He was like in a Superman TV show.
It's pretty appropriate for you.
So maybe that.
Just because he looks like you, not because you're just like a superhero.
Right. Yeah. So whatever, we'll go with that. Or Brad Pitt.
Second question: if your
Mostly
wife,
because of the body.
this is really not fun. Make sure you edit this part out.
If my wife,
If your wife, Renee, could change one thing about you, what would it be?
she would want me to dance more.
Did you dance at your wedding?
Sure.
Does she like dancing?
Sure.
I'll dance with you, Renee. Don't you worry.
Ah, man.
With and without a broom, Renee, I will dance with you. Ready to finish this thing?
Yeah, I'm ready.
See, I'm doing it now.
No, I'm ready.
Done too.
Ready for my milkshake.
Okay, how long do I have to do this
All right.
for?
Final countdown has come to a final wing. The last dab. Don't forget, Michael, we have to put the last dab on
Woo!
it. Hot Ones Hot Sauce 2.693.
You're supposed to grab the bottle first and shake it.
2.7 million Scoville units. What do we do? Just put a little on it, huh?
Woo! Yeah, or you could put it on the thing and dip it.
It's so thick. That is good enough for a dab. That's all. I'm done with this stuff, dude. Oh. Again, this is not fun.
All right.
Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Finish strong.
Gross.
Oh, that's gross. Why would anyone eat that? I don't remember it being that bad. Maybe I was just so numb back then. That's nasty.
I took too big of a bite.
Another last two-part question. Of all the OMS hot ones, OMS interviews you've done, what are some of the highlights, memorable moments that stick with you?
Woo! I don't know. It's probably the aftermath of it.
That sticks with you.
The Durings, when Chris put his finger in his eye.
Mm-hmm.
That'll stick with me. We'll remember that one for a long time. You screaming and we're halfway there. The amount of snot on your napkin, that's memorable.
Apparently I've done it. I've done it like 4 or 5 times. That's it.
Oh shit. And I don't remember. It all meshes together. I can't remember specific things from Dustin and Mark. So, yeah, I think that'll be all the memories.
All right. Think of any, let us know. Last part of the last question. What are 3 goals you have for the next 10 years? Why would you skip that?
Because I have it.
So you don't have to use it.
Oh, you don't have an extra question? Because if you don't, then you're an amateur.
I have a lot on the table.
No, I just wanted to play with you about the skip. Fuck.
But I do have.
3 goals for the next 10 years?
Yeah.
Retire. Move. Somewhere else out of Emerson. Don't know where. And I don't know, definitely go on some vacations. Multiple vacations. Some with the kids, if we can still get them to go on vacations. Some without. Anybody else? Just me and Renee. And then some group ones like Nashville with the crew.
Awesome. Anything else?
I don't think so. I'm happy to be done.
Well, then
I
there's-
can't wait to go poop in a little while.
And there's
And all day tomorrow.
There's nothing left to do but to roll out the red carpet for you. This
yeah.
this camera, this camera, this camera. The floor is yours. Do you have any parting words for the fives of viewers that will
Let's
be
say the
watching
tens
this?
of viewers.
The fives of viewers that will be watching this video?
I don't recommend doing this, especially not as the host. Having to do it more than once is not that much fun. So I'm glad that is basically over.
Any other advice or parting words you would have for your audience and all these people that will be watching this?
I don't know. My Venmo is Mike Adams 85. I accept donations so that I can retire early, so I can accomplish my first goal for the next 10 years. In case this goes viral, you know, who knows?
You never know.
So yeah, and yeah,
Any golf advice about?
I would say do stuff before your body starts breaking down. And if your body's breaking down, do stuff so that it doesn't break down as fast. Woo! So that you too can reach the top of Potter Mountain. Clap. And that's where we cut.